didn't talk about NXT last show, so let me just recap briefly last week's show. Jamie got eliminated, which, you know, for those of you that watch NXT, it's like, she's like one of the prototypical WWE divas. So for her to get eliminated that quick, very interesting. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on NXT live on WWE.com. We'll see what happens there. But now, let's talk about Friday Night Smackdown last week. The week before, I don't have SmackDown ratings for this particular show, but last week's show, the debut on SyFy, did a 1.7. By comparison, ECW's debut on SyFy 4 years ago did a 2.7. Is Friday Night Smackdown in trouble? You tell me, based on what I'm going to tell you right now, the results. Edge over Swagger in a rematch from Hell in a Cell. Cody Rhodes, stupid dashing Cody Rhodes thing, I swear to God. Just wrestle, Cody, please. The grooming tips are obnoxious, and trust me, nobody needs grooming tips more than me, okay, with my little Scott Hall beard, but seriously, enough. Layla looks dominant again, but it's against Kelly, so it's not really saying much. And then they tried to, I guess she tried to attack Natalya, but ran out of the ring. Big Show cuts a promo, reveals he's the team captain of SmackDown's team at Bragging Rights. Hornswoggle's the mascot, and it looks like the Dude Busters are going to Raw. Were they part of the trade that sent Edge back to SmackDown? Let's see. Cody and Drew over Kingston and Cabal. Again, no surprise. You want to make the tag team champions look dominant and not lose to a throw-together team like Kingston and Cabal. Paul Bearer comes to the ring, and, you know, Kane comes to the ring, and they cut a promo. Undertaker has to answer to Kane, blah, 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 blah. When's the next match going to happen? That's all I want to know, because the promos, you know, they're good. Kane and Paul Bearer are good promo guys, but I want to see more action. Dolph Ziggler MVP in a good match, the Intercontinental Championship. Vicky gets sent to the back, and then Caitlyn comes out to check on Dolph, and interferes and helps Ziggler retain the title, and Vicky comes out and just has Dolph chase her, and this whole thing is just making my head hurt more than I am when I'm sick, and I'm sick as a dog right now. Alberto comes out and trashes Ray, and then Ray beats Alberto clean. The announcer tries to interfere, and Ray takes him out too. Okay. They build up Alberto Del Rio as the top heel on SmackDown, or one of the top heels, and then Ray just beats him clean. Again, I haven't seen the ratings for this SmackDown, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen. But the fact that, you know, they had a show like this, it can't be good. You know, what is SmackDown going to do toward the hardcore fans like me to improve the ratings? What are they going to show that they can do to make it better? Are they going to bring JR back? Because the announced team right now, okay, I like Matt Striker. I got no problem with Matt Striker. But Todd Grisham seriously gives me headaches. Seriously is obnoxious. And I hate the fact he's on most of the WWE released DVDs. The fact that he hosts the Intercontinental title DVD is nauseating. The fact that he was a goof during the entire SmackDown history DVD was obnoxious. Just, it hurts. It physically hurts. So, what is SmackDown going to do? You know, do they bring in Michael Cole? Do they have him become the true voice of WWE, like he says he is on Raw every week? Or is that the end for, is SmackDown going to do? Are Kane and Taker going to remain in the main event picture after this world title feud ends, this big drama between the two? Is that going to be the end of the Kane-Undertaker rivalry? Is going to be the end of Kane and Undertaker, period? Undertaker's not going to be much longer. You got to remember, Survivor Series is probably going to be his last hurrah, if not WrestleMania next year. And Kane, you know, he still won't retire for a while, but, you know, that could have been some ploy. You never know. Probably see them in a Buried Alive match at Survivor Series, so we'll see what... Maybe they'll both get buried alive. Maybe we'll have a vacant world title, and Edge will step in and become the new world champion. That would be awesome. Just bury all three of them. Kane, Undertaker, and Paul Bearer alive in this huge... double wide, double deep crypt, right? Or coffin, what do you, grave, there we go, that's what I was trying to think of. And have Edge step in and win the world title somehow. That's good booking, that's good TV, that's why I work for a company that I do. With my last few minutes here, I'm going to plug something of my own because that's just how I am. Officialwild.blogspot.com. If Aaron can put it at the bottom of the screen, that'd be cool. If not, then officialwild.blogspot.com. www.blogspot.com. That's the website for the World Independent Ladies Division, which is wild. I'm their VP of Talent Relations. We work with a lot of great girls, and a lot of good stuff coming up for Wild. We just had a match yesterday, actually, for the championship between Thunder Kitty and, who'd she face? Liz Savage, that's right. I was there. So tired. We got great stuff coming up with that division, with that company, so stay tuned to that. We got a lot of good girls working for us. Like I said, great wrestlers. So that's it for this week. This episode.